Hello and welcome back to another 1.9 Will It Work video. As you can see, I've had a little accident. I was messing around and blew some stuff up. But in this one, I want to see if this automated wheat farm will work in 1.9. I got into a little bit of a disagreement last night with someone, and I wanted to finally just put it to rest that this farm does work. Now in here again, I have a shepherd, just like in the one I've got right now. On my hotbar, I have 8 stacks of seeds that I'm going to give him. Oops. Let's go ahead and give him that, and that, and that, and that, and that, that as well. That one too, and that one, and just for good measure, I am going to give him one more seed. Now that seed should be sitting there, as long as it didn't go down here. Go ahead and take those out. Yep, and the seed is still sitting there. So let's go ahead and release him and see if this works. Go ahead and plop, oops. Go ahead and replant that. Go ahead and break his little chamber. Because we don't need that anymore. And now we're going to sit back and just watch him work. Might take a few minutes, but he should start working at any point. Because I see one wheat over there that looks like it's about ready to be picked. And there he goes. He's got one, and he replanted. And he replanted. So, okay, so right now we've got one seed. Let's go ahead and take that out. And this should work. I'm just kind of watching for when the thing comes back across. And once it does, we'll go down and see if there's wheat in there. So far he's broke, I think, about 4, maybe 5. Okay, here we are. And look at that. We have 5 wheat and a seed. And the reason that this works is because giving him 8 stacks fills up his inventory. So every time he puts the seed down, he also collects the seed. But he won't pick up the wheat because he has no available spots. And that was just the minecart going through and picking up the wheat that he just picked up. I thought I was going to have to do a little bit of a time lapse, but it appears not, which is a good thing. But yeah, in 1.9, this still works. In my next video, I'm actually going to take and recreate this farm again, right over here, next to him. Probably a few blocks over. And I'm going to try it with the new crop of... Where'd it go? I know it's in here. With beetroot seeds, because I have a feeling beetroots are going to become quite important at some point. And this is completely automated. Once it's planted, and he has his 8 stacks, he's good to go. I don't have to do anything. In fact, if I move this onto a sorting system, I never have to touch this crop again. And there's also a way to do it with potatoes and carrots, which is stackable, which I think is awesome. So I think the other one I'm going to do the carrot and potato right here. I'm going to stack one on top of the other. And I'll do the beetroot here, which means that I will have all 4 crops automated with no need to worry about having to plant them myself more than once. So hopefully you guys found this entertaining and informative. And with that, guys, I'll leave you to just watch the minecart do its tricks. Let's check again here. We're at, let's see, 3, 4, 5, and 2 more would be 7. We're at 7 wheat already. And I just actually got done planting all that, so there's not going to be a lot. So there you go. There's 10 wheat already in just less than 5 minutes after it already started to grow. Now, if I was to let this really grow before I put him in, he would be picking and planting all day long. And because it's so well lit up around here, I do not believe he would ever actually be harmed. Now, the one thing you have to remember is if you are in a multiplayer server, this will not actually work if you have mob griefing turned off, because he's considered a mob and he is griefing by breaking the plant. So just remember that when you go and try to set one of these up and you're like, hey, it's not working, he probably does not have 8 spots. Or, well, if it's mob griefing is turned off, then he does not have the ability to do this. The other thing is if he's planting away and all of a sudden stops, he has an item in his inventory that he cannot get rid of. Most likely either a carrot or a piece of bread or a potato. In order to fix that little problem, I would recommend doing a village breeder before starting this. Or if you have the ability to spawn in an egg, spawn yourself a villager with a brown coat. As you can see, he's got a brown coat, and he's a shepherd. Oops, wasn't supposed to do that. Let's see, I can go ahead and just till that because I made a mistake and jumped on it. And he should walk right over at some point and plant away. Plant away. Plant. Or not. He'll just walk away because of reasons. Oh, I think he sees it. Nope, he sees that one needs to be picked up. That was the other thing I wanted to see if he'll plant an empty crop space. There he goes. So even though I destroyed it, he went and planted it, and he'll pick up more seeds than he'll be able to keep. Now the corners are a little tricky because they might not always pick up, but I figure for that little bit of loss, that's not terrible. So it's been almost 10 minutes, and we now have we have 19 wheat and a lot of seeds. We have just about the same amount of seeds. So that's not too bad for 10 minutes worth of time. Obviously, the longer this runs, he will keep picking them up. So hopefully you guys found this entertaining and informative, like I said before. And until next time, have fun.